Good?
Yes.
All right. Roger, you get a chance to add to this unbelievable rivalry you have playing for the 7th time against Rafa in a slam final tomorrow. Just talk about what you guys have with each other.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had some most incredible matches, through the years now, not only at Grand Slam level, in finals like Wimbledon, we played, 3 in a row there, 3 in a row at the French, now we play here at the Australian Open. I mean, and they've always been very high level. The only one I remember that really didn't live up to expectations was the one last year at the French Open, when he beat me quite easily, So I think other than that, we've always had very good matches, against each other, high level. And I think this is another great opportunity to show the world what a great rivalry we have. Tomorrow. I'm very excited myself because he came through an incredible match. He's number 1 in the world, and for me to beat number 1 in the world, in the finals is something I never really got a chance to do. So I hope I can create history like that.
Okay, we got chatter in the back.
Yeah,
Thin.
Yeah, but those are
We're
the
good, we're good.
announcements.
What other rivalries in sport do you think kind of are on the level that you guys have established yourselves at? Past or present?
Well, I mean, obviously, I think the Agassi Sampras one, is one for sure. I guess Borg McEnroe, even though I guess McEnroe played Connors much more often. Lendl, he played McEnroe a lot as well. And then you had other great ones. I'm sure like Becker and Edberg, my heroes when I was growing up. So many great ones, really, and I think we're part of that elite group, and I think we're both very proud of it. I think we show it as well. We show a lot of respect for one another, and I think it's going to be a nice final, and it's definitely not our last meeting, so that's a good thing too.
Talk about him as an opponent, a guy across the net.
Yeah, I mean, he's very tough, because he plays every point the same. It's quite funny actually, he doesn't really change his tactics a whole lot throughout the match. It doesn't matter if it's love 40-40 love, for him or against him. I guess that can be an advantage or a disadvantage, because he's in a way pretty predictable, but at the same time, if it's not going your way, it's tough to break it, his game plan. But he's improved a lot, he's improved a lot as a player. His movement is much better on the quicker courts, like hard courts. I guess also the belief now is much higher since he won the Olympic gold in Beijing on hard courts, winning Wimbledon. I think now he really knows that it doesn't matter what surface, he can beat anybody, and I don't see him losing that often anymore against, low-ranked players anymore, just like that freak loss he had sometimes. I think that those kind of stopped, and I think that's why he's become number 1 in the world and played so solid for the last few years now.
You're a guy who seems to relish the grand occasion. Given what's on the line for you tomorrow, short of Sampras, is there anybody else you'd really want to be playing in that match besides Rafa?
Well, I mean, I think it's very fitting. I mean, who else would I choose to play? I mean, I don't know. Leighton Hewitt, maybe, just because it's Australia. I guess it's the only name I could come up with, But at the same time, it depends on how you look at it. I'm more focused on just trying to win the first major of the season here in Australia. I'm playing well. It doesn't matter who's on the other side of the net. I'm going to try to play my game and play well. Now that it's Rafa, it adds just a bit more. It's just more special, naturally, and I think it's great. It's great for tennis that we play each other again. It's the first time since that epic Wimbledon finals that we're actually playing each other. So I think that's why it's very, very intriguing right now.
And lastly, Pete Sampras' name is coming up a ton. You've had the chance to spend some time with him. What can you guys share? Because you're in an area that no one else can appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why it's so much fun spending time with Pete. Because I can really relate to him. He can relate to me of what I've been going through and what he's been going through. That's why for me it was in a way a dream come true to spend a week, with Pete in Asia, and then go and play in Madison Square Garden in the States. It was so much fun. We were so proud. It was sold out. We lived up to the expectations. We played a great match, and look what it did to me. I came back, a few months later to play the U.S. Open, and all of a sudden everybody was loving me over there. It was so nice. I mean, I can still not almost believe how much fan support I got, and down in New York, and New Yorkers are great fans. I always knew that, but when you got them behind yourself, I think that's very, very special. I'm very proud of having gotten that support, and I hope it's not the last time. We'll see about that. But with Pete, I think it was just fun spending time and talking and feeling like you're on the same level as somebody, even though he's still a step ahead of me, you know. And I guess in some ways I'll always feel like Pete's better than me, just because I was looking up to him and he wasn't looking up to me because I'm younger than him. So, but I was definitely inspired by his play.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Good luck tomorrow.
No problem. Thanks, buddy. See you later.
Thanks, man. Best of luck.